This is the only thing Final Fantasy about this game.
What, the opening, like,
the title
sound
screen?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the music isn't even that. I always assumed that battle music would get more and more power metal as it went along.
No, it stayed jazz.
Clearly, it was wishful thinking. Are we recording?
Yep.
Hey!
Hey there, the internet. How are you doing? My name is Porkleft, and I'm joined by Bodyad and H. Palmer Guy.
And he's wandering off into the kitchen.
Yeah. Hello,
not.
internet. You can probably still hear me.
Yeah.
I'm now walking in front of the screen, getting in the way, and now here I am, actually in position. Last time on Final Fantasy XIII, we actually started being competent, and it was great. We started actually winning fights.
We started
We
going
started
nowhere
actually
faster.
winning fights, and then figured out that the game is retarded because it makes you go one way, and then, like, its actual intention is that you are going to go back from the place that it puts you to the start place where you start in Grand Pulse, and go the other way.
Yep.
And that's where the fights you're actually ready for are.
Yep.
Which are actively beneath us.
No,
they're
we're
not
back to
entirely.
fights that we...
Oh, right. There were a few that were.
Oh yeah, there was some easy ones, but like they weren't too easy.
Have we controlled Fang up at any point until this part of the game?
Yeah, once.
Oh.
Was that when we were Lightning and Fang?
Yeah. Briefly, and then we were like, okay.
Yeah.
Is that a...
It's waiting for you.
Yeah, that is a fight.
It's
no,
watching.
in the background.
Oh my god! Hey guys!
First of all, though,
It's so pepper to meet you!
apparently we're close enough to... Oh, there's something
What?
flying in.
No! Okay, I'll wait
This
until
is
you
going
fight a
to kill
dragon!
us, isn't it?
No,
No?
it was waiting for us,
Far
so like we would have had to get hit by it.
We didn't see it until we got to the fall. It's just so sad. And mean of the developers.
It's resistant to hitting,
That's all we know. Everything else is...
and it's capable of inflicting curse.
It has too much HP than should be given to anything.
Yes.
Everything in this game has...
Fang is silenced.
Oh well.
Is that important?
Yes.
Fang is the one who doesn't use attack magic.
Yeah, she doesn't use magic.
Well,
Does this mean she won't say
is
anything
our
annoying?
saboteur.
Ah. So what was that?
Does this mean she won't say anything annoying anymore? Or
She never really said anything annoying.
Yeah,
in
Fang's
battles, like... they all
She
have
just
to-
sounds Australian.
No.
It's fine.
Good.
Fang is not annoying.
No. Fang is pointless. She's not annoying.
In battle, everything people say is annoying. Like, oh, thank you for healing me.
See, I tend to actually really like the... Like, I wish that the game dialogue was as good as the battle dialogue, and that is when you are doing something wrong.
I like how...
That or you have really good battle dialogue.
Well, yeah, I guess so. But, like, there should never be a time when people have put more resources into battle dialogue than into the rest of the game dialogue.
You know what
The
game
battle dialogue
I
is
wish
too
the rest of the dialogue was as good as the battle dialogue in?
What?
Xenoblade.
Really?
Because some of the battle dialogue is quite funny.
Really? I've obviously never played the game.
Like, obviously the sound clips get played way too much.
Yeah.
That's my problem with any kind of regular dialogue in this.
Yeah.
It just keeps going and going.
I'm just gonna slightly salute this. But only slightly.
Speaking of silence,
Yeah.
how can you speak of silence? Silence is...
You can speak of silence. What he had right now is being silent. There you go, that was me talking.
Damn.
There you go. I just pedantic you to death.
You did, I'm dead now.
You are gone for good.
Apparently that was winnable faster than that. A lot faster than that, whatever.
Yeah, whatever indeed. You got a rune bracelet.
What does that do?
It's made of the best product in the game, runite. Oh no, wait, because that was replaced by dragon, wasn't it?
We already had 2 of them, and they
Is that... what's that for?
resist magic 10%.
Dragon?
Did either of you ever play RuneScape?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Is that RuneScape? I didn't want to ask if it was.
You didn't want to admit that you knew what RuneScape was, and here I am making a RuneScape joke.
Right.
Which makes me far worse. But yeah, because Runite was the best thing up until they had a paid service, and then they needed an armor that was better that only paying customers could use, and that was Dragon.
RuneScape was the last MMO I ever played.
It was the best one I ever played.
Except Spiral Knights, which...
Oh yeah, I guess that counts.
I guess
RuneScape was a piece of shit that I loved when I was 11.
It's a memoir.
It's a memoir.
Free-to-play thing.
Yeah. Spiral Knights, but I got bored of it really quick. But yeah, like, RuneScape was a piece of shit, and even 11-year-old me knew it, but 11-year-old me loved it despite that.
Does the modern incarnation of RuneScape still do this thing where only 2 people can be fighting a monster?
No. Now it's opened up way more.
I think they're trying to make it more like World of Warcraft now, apparently.
Really? I've not even looked at it for years. Okay, it came as a surprise to me when it was in 3D. But, like, it's been like that for ages now. But yeah, they changed the battle system for 3D, so it was like, when I played it, if you were physically attacking someone, you engaged them in a battle, and then you were sitting there hitting at each other until one of you lost your life.
Yeah.
And people who used archery or magic could cast into battles. And then they had to change the system so it was a little bit more fair when they moved to 3D. I don't remember how they did it. That's a giant Flandragora.
Is this going to be a dire
just a normal Flandragora, then it wouldn't really be a challenge at this point.
Good point.
I guess.
It also
could have been a higher level Flandragora.
Using a big version of a really old enemy is that even more cheaty than recolors?
Yes, but at the same time, I'm really happy to see the Flandragora skin. What's it called? Oh, those are called
Flora.
What? Okay.
Really? That's.
And here come the puns.
I'm not entirely floored by that new name. It's a bit sub-flora. It's subpar, okay? I don't like the name, is what I'm trying to get across there.
Yeah.
Hybrid Flora.
We're all thinking.
No, I'm just being really... Wait, are you sure that's... Because aren't you hitting different... No, wait, you're Fang. Yeah, okay. It is definitely called Hybrid Flora.
Yeah. All the other names were Alran, Reeds, Alran.
It's like they didn't even try Hybrid Flora.
I hate
It's apparently physical immune.
Oh, crazy.
Which is why we are doing nothing but ruining it.
It's been ruined enough.
Yeah, it's been ruined by it. Like, it is the best character model in the game. Like,
hey, so what's your name? Oh, I'm Hybrid Flora. Well, your parents must have hated you.
Hybrid Flora is the equivalent of those kids we mentioned before who are called Cloud and Sephiroth.
But in game.
Yeah, but in game terms.
Hybrid Flora was the name of someone in a game in this game.
Yeah. Oh, I'm naming my kids Hybrid Flora.
I don't know if it is a Flandragora, if it's just a similar looking big thing.
It's the same exact character model.
Oh.
Like, it is exactly identical.
Oh,
believe me, I know Flandragoras.
I remember them being a bit more detailed looking than this one, which is giant. Maybe it's a hybrid of one of the boring looking ones. And the Flandragoras.
Like, the Flandragoras were just orange and red blobs with green things on their hair. They look like peppers. And that is what it is. It's bigger. And maybe it looks less detailed because it's like, when it was smaller, it was more condensed.
Yeah.
Now there's a whole lot of no detail.
But maybe it answers the question, you know, what happens if a
Be ready for the next fight.
flan combines with a different type of flan.
Yeah,
Maybe this is it. A hybrid Flora.
yeah,
Maybe we should stop thinking about this.
definitely, because it's just making me sad that they ruined the best enemy in this game.
And that there's no puns.
Yeah. Hybrid flan? What do they want me to do with that?
Hybrid Flora.
Yeah, sorry, not hybrid
A
flan.
name by which you are not florid.
Yeah.
Was that the pun that you tried to make? Or
Yeah.
Yeah,
you tried to
yeah.
make it florid.
Florid.
No, I was going with flawed, but
Stupid.
yeah, but it is a hybrid florable name, which is to steal your other pun.
Which is terrible. Not a terrible pun. It's terrible that it's hybrid Florable.
Yeah.
The sad thing is there isn't anything to say.
Like,
It's the game is throwing
they've
stuff
given
at
us
64 at
they've
us.
given us a thing like it's not that they've given us nothing to work with. They've given us
Yeah.
something that we can't work with. They have said, hey, lay these cables, have a small duck. And you're like, how am I going to use this small duck? But except for the small duck is too cool, so it's like they gave us a bag of rice and said, hey, lay some cables.
I'm hungry for duck. And rice.
And cables. You keep away from my cables.
They look delicious and expensive. It's like they'd exhausted all possible permutations of flan, so
Yeah.
they thought, right, how about a big version of the one they saw first?
Yeah, and let's call it, I don't know, has anyone got a pun? No. Okay, what should we call it? Well, it's like a flower crossed with one of the flans, so it's a hybrid. It's a hybrid flan. No, hybrid flan isn't funny enough. Okay, let's go hybrid flora.
Because floras are like...
Because that's like a proper science word, like...
Should be more hybrid fauna since it's not a plant.
It's more plant than it is animal.
It looks like goo, it doesn't look like anything.
Yeah, but it has leaves.
That's true. I thought for a second there that everyone was going to run from battle and leave Fang for dead. Leaf puns are amazing.
Yeah. Oh, leaf plant going for dead, I see.
Yep. Let's make like a tree.
And bark.
And quit the game.
You're really branching out with your puns. But I think you're losing track of the root of the issue here.
That's true. I think we need to...
I got bored.
Yes! We all were.
Yeah.
We need
I
something.
think we can conquer our pun trouble.
I like
Move
that
past
slide.
it.
This is the coolest looking thing so far.
It's nowhere near
That's
as cool as
a shit
Alexander.
version of that.
It's the fact that it has such tiny shitty wings that was really obvious when it turned up in a cutscene because it had awesome wings, then put them away and got out its shitty wings. So its triangle move will be Mega Flare, won't it?
Mm.
Like, it needs to have Mega Flare.
I'll bet you anything it doesn't because it's...
Because it's this game,
Yeah.
yeah.
They
Let me in on the fun.
Let me on all the fun.
might.
G'day.
Good
Put
day.
another shrimp on the barbie.
Hearts forms. None of the others do.
Yeah.
Now that's more like it.
It's not really like... Mega Flare level 3! You're right.
Yeah.
What does level 3 mean?
It means that basically Mega Flare, despite the fact that Mega Flare in certain games has been destroys an entire mountain, isn't cool enough, so they need to have like a super version of Mega Flare, and they'll just go, yeah, it's Mega Flare times 3.
No, it's level 3 because it depends. What level it is depends on how far, how it is.
I see.
Like the level of the Gestalt.
I see. That was a pretty average final move. Like, all the others are really cool.
Yeah.
And that was kind of
Also, when they want it to be bigger than Mega Flare, it's Giga Flare.
Oh yeah, it is.
Incredible.
And I was just getting started.
No, you weren't. That was a really long fight.
You did your finishing move. It was over. So, when you were doing the Gestalt stuff, there was like a thing turning in the corner.
The thing in the corner was how much Gestalt stuff we had left. I don't know what the thing was.
Yeah, there's a thing that sort of slides down. Thinking maybe if you hit the button for a thing, when the thing is on it, maybe.
If you do the thing with
It's
the thing and
not
the thing.
that complicated. Nothing in this game, well, everything in this game is retarded.
I'm having flashbacks to Gunblades, where you had to hit a button when you attacked and it would do damage. And
At least the manual told you about that.
I don't think this game's manual tells you anything.
This game's manual, like I said, gives us tutorials
This
for
game's
things.
manual does exactly what Square Enix manuals have a habit of doing, and explains everything that doesn't need explaining.
Yeah.
And explain things you won't get for 20 hours.
Yeah, like, there's tutorials in there that are not yet appropriate. And they are worded exactly the same as the in-game tutorial will be when that comes up. I kicked over my water. Now I have less water.
There's a tap over there.
I
It's all
know.
the way over there.
Yeah, I don't get up during the videos. Except for, obviously, at the start of this video when I did exactly that to mop up the water I kicked over. Okay, I got really confused by Fang jumping, then jumping back. For some reason,
Because
that
I was
freaked me
trying
out.
to do something, and that's what actually wound up happening.
Hey, it's those little goblin things that we've seen
They
a
run
best.
away.
What are they? What?
We will preemptive strike them.
No,
Oh, no, we won't,
they
because they've
noticed
seen us,
us in
yeah.
order to run away.
Yeah. Munchkin.
At least they are attacking in battle. Munchkin.
They are hobby.
These are great. I am a
Really
fan of
weird.
Munchkins.
Look at their attack. That is.
Yeah, and they're wearing little goggles.
They got headphones.
Yeah,
And they do next to no damage.
they.
They're fun for everyone here.
Yeah, these are great.
Football. I can't wait to see
So
the
are
giant.
these that one enemy that you have to find, and then it gives you all the experience in the world for no effort?
I can't
Maybe, but I don't know.
The dire munchkins, which they'll obviously put in here.
Like, there are green variants that we saw in that area where, like, everything was really powerful.
Oh, right.
They were fighting one of those things that's killed us a million times, the one
No,
that stands up
that's
on
not
its...
a lot of Crystal Gem.
Yeah, they were fighting, you know, one of those things that stands up,
Yeah.
and then...
I remember the green ones.
Ooh,
Those were interesting, but ultimately pointless.
that they were.
Maybe they become more dangerous later.
Much like most of the better parts of this game, actually.
Yeah.
Like the bit with the robot fight, you know, where you got in the robot.
That's on. What?
Whoa!
The thing is, up there was... Oh, you can get up there like that. Okay. Okay, now I understand.
Isn't that where you came from?
Yeah, I'm just trying to understand the scenery.
Okay, cool. Sorry,
And we can go over there or over there, and over there's a pink star.
I get whiplash when characters do these jumps. It's just all over the place.
I hate this camera. It doesn't move. Stupid Japanese and your
playing games obsessively
motion sickness.
because they played games obsessively. There's
shit ton-
loads
yeah.
here. Okay, no, there isn't. There just looked like
It
loads.
looked like
There are.
1,000.
There's a lot, but there's not anywhere near as much as it looked like to me.
And that's what I call a paradigm shift. These guys have tons of magic.
Yeah.
And these are different, they're Adrolers.
Yeah, these aren't the ones that summon awfully. These are the ones before that. You know, the ones with the googly eye.
Yeah, these are the ones that don't have cool shark nests.
Yeah. But they're also the ones that don't summon really horrible monsters.
Yeah. Which is what matters when it comes down to it. Especially since we can't kill them yet.
No.
I do not understand what the AI does with Sentinel 4.
I haven't actually been paying attention to your battle. Like, I'm watching what's happening on screen, which is not menus, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You're watching the background in Guitar Hero.
I'm watching the background in Guitar Hero.
Yeah. There's no background as far as I'm concerned. I don't think there's anything interesting there at all. It never occurred to me that there might be something in that, actually.
Oh yeah, no, I've mentioned it in videos before. The background in, like, especially Rock Band games is really interesting. Like, they put a lot of effort into the lip sync and people fretting in the right places and stuff. It's good. And like, if there are backing vocals in songs, normally like the bassist will lean into the mic. It's cool.
That's great.
Yeah.
I like the Beatles one where it had trippy visuals.
Yeah, the Beatles one was really cool, and it was a good way of getting around the fact that they didn't play live at that point. So it's like, let's have them start in the studio, then go on a trip. Sorry, what?
I didn't realise
The Beatles one has the unfortunate thing of they were contractually obliged. The reason, well, one of the reasons why it's its own game that can't be transferred into the other
Yeah, it's
thing
because it was a contractual thing.
is they were contractually obliged not to do the normal thing of making the playing get shitty when you fuck up.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like,
Wow.
it's always supposed to...
They're not allowed to make the Beatles sound bad, ever.
Pretty much, like, they had some pretty severe limitations, but, like, made a really good game despite it, and, yeah.
When did this guy appear, by the way?
I assume that one of those
Summoned it.
Damn it.
But yeah, like, the Beatles stopped touring
Fang's dying.
HFM in, I think, 1963, because they toured all the time. And yeah, they stopped, and that was when they did like Sgt. Pepper. In fact, obviously, first of all, they did Strawberry Fields and Penny Lane, and like that was when they moved everything into the studio, and they only performed in the studio. And then they did that one rooftop concert during Let It Be, and that's it. And then they split up. Yeah, no, they were a studio band for all the time that they were really exciting as musicians.
Yeah, of course, because you can't be as popular as they were and be like...
Well, that was the thing, like, Beatlemania got ridiculous and they needed space. And also, one of the things that they constantly talk about is how, like, the equipment they had was not big enough.
This thing that's shown up,
Uh-huh.
this is our actual mark.
Oh, is it? Awesome. But yeah, like, the equipment wasn't big enough or powerful enough, so they couldn't hear themselves when they were playing live because they were playing for such loud, massive audiences.
Yeah.
They actually had 100-watt amps commissioned for them. 100-watt amps being like what everyone uses baseline now. But like, and yeah, they couldn't hear the drums because the drums weren't amplified. And yeah, so they felt like they were playing really shitty, and it just wasn't a very pleasurable experience for them anymore. And then there was all the shit with America and John Lennon claiming that they were bigger than Jesus, which ruined the end of their last American tour. And so yeah, they stopped.
Fair enough.
Beatles history lesson.
I'm glad, and now I know.
And knowing is half the battle.
Actually, knowing isn't about the Beatles isn't anything to do with this.
Yeah.
He flew away.
But in learning about it, we did fill about half the battle's worth of commentary.
We did fill about 3 minutes of stuff with Beatles. Pearl necklace.
I'm a child.
I tried not to, but no.
Okay, what's in the bowl?
2 nuggets.
Mylorite.
That's a thing for turning weapons into other weapons.
Okay.
So the thing they summoned was the...
Was
target?
they... So they summon what else is on the field, then?
Yeah.
Right, okay. So if you're going to be fighting them, fight them near not dangerous things. So do we go right and see what's over there, or do we go back to...
Yeah, good question. Let's try it.
Music is so tranquil. I don't know what I don't know what to do.
It's town music.
It is. They wrote a shitload of town music, and then someone was like...
Happy town music.
They wrote a load of town music, and then someone was like, "You realize there are going to be no towns in this game?" They're like, "Wait, shit, really?"
Was that like a design reason, or did no one think to add towns until it was too late?
The game seems to be built around there not being towns.
The reason why there's no towns is doing towns justice on a modern thing would have been too budgety.
Yeah.
I see.
Final Fantasy game doing something that really doesn't have the budget for it, although apparently 13.2 does have that.
Excellent. So, with 13.2, are they doing what they did with Final Fantasy XII and, like, taking everything people didn't like about it and removing it, even if, like, it doesn't make sense to remove it? But in this case, are they adding it? You know, like, after 12, everything they've done in 12, they cannot can't put in a game anymore because people didn't like it. Like, are they doing the opposite with 13? It's like, people didn't like that this wasn't in it, so let's put it in whether it fits or not.
Probably, yeah.
I'm under the impression that 13.2, despite the addition of towns, will be the same game. I don't think they're going to change that much.
It looks quite different.
Does it?
Yeah.
When your leader dies in battle, you take control of another character.
Oh.
Which is a very sensible
It
idea.
has a monster party member system. I believe there are attempts at puzzles while you're out of battle.
I just realised we're fighting two gigantic claws.
Yeah.
You'd have thought there'd be individual battles.
Well, we fought the individual battle once, now let's see if we can do two.
But it's this game, they don't care about testing you, but it's sort of like...
Oh, yeah, no.
Here's distractions from the real thing.
The thing is, can hybrid Floras merge?
No, they're
They're
already
so
hybrids.
big that if they do, it will be really silly.
We've fought bigger things.
Yeah, this is true. Like, I don't trust this game for that to be logic that follows.
Can he
okay.
Hope just answered my question for me.
What was that?
Can healers cure themselves?
Yeah.
What?
If they couldn't, they'd be pretty fucked, wouldn't they?
Yeah. It's just because when we had just Vanille, she kept dying.
Yeah. Yeah, no, but that was just she had low life and kept getting in front. That was a bad time for everyone, and let's never speak of it again.
It's like the film Chicago. I always want to forget I watched it, but I never will.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Especially with it having been immortalized in video, sorry. Like, that couple of hours where we were playing as the cool people and everything was going wrong and everyone was sad will always have happened. There is no way of escaping it, and we should show the internet.
What are these moves you're doing? I haven't seen them before.
Yeah, what is all this? Oh, it's this is the Sentinel
Oh, right.
role. So she is blocking, and she's doing that thing that Snow did that was awesome when Snow did it.
Oh, yeah. If she could. Well, of course she
Yeah.
Otherwise we'd be using
She doesn't seem to be as... Like, Snow seemed to be very, very effective at it, but... Eat this, indeed.
I really don't like the Crystal Genesis mechanic.
Really?
Yeah.
You've just decided that.
It just occurred to me that you're going to be spoon-fed the way by which you level up the characters for the entire game.
Yeah.
I don't know, I just don't like that. I would feel actively uncomfortable if I was playing this game by myself and I would stop playing it.
We technically have a lot of choice now at the moment.
Yeah, it's finally started giving us choice, in a way.
Yeah.
Like I said, when the game opened up in a minor way, the Crystal Genesis system opened up also in a minor way.
I
But yeah, no, I fully agree that I would not have played the game this far Actually, I might have done because it's a Final Fantasy game, and sometimes I will force myself to play Final Fantasy games. Because they're a staple. They are something you play.
You mean sort of like how I play Zelda games?
Fair. Are you not a Zelda fan? Fair enough. Then yes, exactly the same as that.
Because Zelda's kind of slow.
Fair enough.
Especially Twilight Princess.
No, I cannot argue that Zelda isn't slow.
Yeah.
It is. I just really like it.
Twilight Princess was slow to begin with.
Yeah.
It got a bit too story-y, and that was really good. Well done.
Yeah. Twilight Princess is the most story Zelda, and we've already talked about how Zelda are not story, and Miyamoto tries to keep it from being story, and I think Twilight Princess was maybe a good example of that.
Way appears to be not leading us to a dead end or anything, so we should probably go back.
Yeah,
You sure? Because all of the enemies here are killable.
we should find a mission.
Yeah, we're gonna go back and find a mission.
Oh, right, yeah, fair enough, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do that then.